Hi, I'm Zach Pasha. I'm the owner and therapist for the Anxiety and OCD Center here in West Des Moines, Iowa. Also, we are a regional clinic for the National Social Anxiety Center. And what I'm going to do today is explain to you how to use cognitive restructuring. Cognitive restructuring is a common tool used to help treat social anxiety. It's basically a 4-step process, and in using this, you will be able to learn and use it yourself and apply it to when social anxiety situations occur for you. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of what cognitive restructuring is, I want to get into the background of what it is and how it is used. In lay terms, cognitive restructuring is essentially a technique that a person can use to change the way that they're thinking into something that's more believable, but yet also helpful. Cognitive restructuring comes from the cognitive therapy theory, which essentially has a robust nature of research and evidence behind it, supporting it to help both depression, multiple anxiety disorders, including social anxiety. The bare bones definition of cognitive therapy essentially is that when we are in intense emotions or under distress, we can have times where we think about things possibly in inaccurate ways or in really unhelpful ways. So, part of being able to change how we think deals with recognizing our thoughts in specific situations, followed by being able to point out when certain thoughts may be unhelpful or when there might be some inaccuracies or pieces that we're missing. Within cognitive restructuring, we simply are looking at a 4-step process where first we begin by looking at a very specific situation, either one that's occurred or one that is coming up, and we look at who were the factors or the people involved, along with a little bit of background with it. And then we're looking at the person simply acknowledging, well, what thoughts came up during this situation? Or if it's for the future, when I think about doing this action and being in that situation, what thoughts come up in anticipation of it? Then we look at what are the emotions that are coming up that are associated with the thoughts. Sometimes people notice their emotions first, like say anxiety. Simply we can just reverse that process and then look at, okay, if anxiety came up, what thoughts were associated with it in that way? And eventually, as we go through this process, the goal at the end of this is to come up with something that is more believable and yet also more helpful.